guys and gals, non-binary pals, and a technicolor rainbow in between. This is Modular Media Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Chris Boingo Rider Gaston, and with me, as always, is my tag team partner,
The Vacuuminator, here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about the fact that, oh my god, hell has frozen over. We'll get to that a little later.
Actually, I think we should get to it now. I think we should do WWE and then talk about the really good shit.
Oh, you just want to fucking, you want to fucking go, mate.
So, we have a return. Not just a return. The proposed return. The return that everybody's been wanting for so long. And now that we have it, it's
underwhelming and funny as fuck.
So, CM motherfucking Punk came back to wrestling in a backstage show talking about it, and it's not directly employed by any wrestling company.
Yeah, he's signed with Fox, not with WWE, so there's still very, very, very low chance of him ever appearing on SmackDown, Raw, NXT, fucking 205 Live. Is main event still a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, he's not going to be on main event, people. He's Vince McMahon has no control over CM Punk at this moment. Nor does Stephanie McMahon, nor does Shane McMahon, nor does Triple H. Basically, the way this is going to work is, because for those of you who are unaware, because I barely knew that it existed, WWE Backstage is basically one of those kind of sports-center talk shows where just, I think it's a weekly show. It just recently started. It just started. Yeah, it's just a weekly show where some people who are in the wrestling industry and have worked for WWE sit around the table and go, so this happened this week. What did you think of it? It's a more qualified version of this show, basically.
Yeah, Renee Young, Booker T, and Samoa Joe was on this week, and at the end of the episode, who shall appear but one Simeon Punk?
Yeah, he comes out, he said, what did he fucking say? It was something about him changing the culture. It was some clever little snappy, I made y'all look, didn't I? Kind of a thing. Which I think he's earned, honestly. But basically, the way this is going to work is that he is a regular correspondent for this show. He is not going to be on every episode, but he's going to appear quite regularly. And he's basically going to be doing the backstage interviewer kind of thing on this show, which is kind of hilarious considering who he is and the relationship he has with various people who still work at WWE. Like, it's kind of funny that at some point he's going to be interviewing Triple H. And for those of you who do not remember, during the Colt Cabana podcast, CM Punk kind of infamously said there is nothing special about working with Triple H.
Yep. This is honestly the second to worst timeline for me.
I mean, we all wanted him to be in AEW. It was a very low likelihood, but we all just wanted to fucking believe in that narrative during the lead up to All Out. But honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed at him for pulling this off. Because he must be getting the biggest stack of cash from Fox right now. And he's going to be constantly teasing like, oh, maybe I should get involved in this storyline. Go in and kind of straighten these guys out. And he's never going to fucking do it. Like, I honestly believe we'll never see CM Punk in a WWE ring again. But he's going to use this show as an opportunity to tease the fuck out of people. And he's just going to be raking in all that cash. And, respect for doing shit like that. I wouldn't
even doubt a month from now, WWE puts all the classic CM Punk t-shirts back up for sale. And he just gets massive royalty checks from it.
Yep. He's very clearly just there for a payday, and you know what? For what he contributed to the wrestling culture for doing the pipe bomb, I feel like he deserves it.
I just wish it was I just wish it was an artist making cool shit again, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, no shit on him, but like, it's like watching a guy come back and do covers of their old band.
Yeah, it's like I can't exactly say I'm happy about it. It's just it's funny to me. It's not what I want, but I can enjoy the fact that it's happening.
I think the thing that just surprises me is like people have been going for years. Oh, can't wait for CM Punk to return. CM Punk return. CM Punk return. And now that he's back in the wrestling sphere in any regard, it just kind of feels like, huh, okay.
Have you seen that people are calling him a sellout though?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, I'm gonna send you a meme. You don't have to edit this into the podcast, but here's a meme that I've seen going around, and I kind of agree with it.
Oh god. But like, there's even other things of like when CM Punk showed up on that show, Kevin Owens fucking tweeted out a gif of the $1 Million Man going, "Every man has his price."
Yep.
And then he tweeted later on as saying like, "Oh, I just saw a ton of sheep just
Oh, that's some good ass heel work.
Oh man, like WWE is the best thing to watch from the sidelines and not actually watch the show.
It's also just nice getting to see pictures of CM Punk hanging out with his friends again, because when he came out, because I did watch the clip, fucking Paige was there, and she clearly did not know, because she was going like, holy shit, is this a rib? Is this a rib? And then she like freaked out when she actually saw him. And you could tell as it was fading to black, she was going up to hug him. And it's like, oh, that's nice. And Bailey tweeted out a picture of them hanging out. Like, it's cool. It's cool.
Shame he can't hang out with Dean Ambrose. He like disappeared and it's off the face of the earth for some reason.
Oh yeah, he quit. Bobby Lashley said he would take care of his wife. He hasn't. Instead, he went after another man's wife. Bobby, you need to fucking pick a woman.
They're both blonde. It's an easy mistake to make.
If you're Vince McMahon.
But also, just on the note of people working fans in WWE, I saw a picture of like a house show where the Revival straight up did the Young Bucks pose.
Because of course.
Like, one of two things are happening. They're either going to leave WWE and go to AEW, or they're just talking about AEW so they can get a bigger paycheck in WWE. Like, I kind of wanted to be the first one.
I wanted to be the first one as well, but honestly, I'm cool with either one because, you know, I've gone from like, I want good things to happen for the fans all the time to like, you know, if you can play the system and it's going to make you happy, because let's be honest, once you get to a certain age in wrestling, unless you're a huge name, you're kind of screwed money wise. So if you can play the system a whole lot when you're younger, good on you. You get that cheddar, you squirrel that cheddar away, you take care of your future.
Just like one Randall Keith Orange.
Yep.
Who was tweeting.
He did a live stream talking about like, oh yeah, I might go to AEW. I'd love to work with the Young Bucks and do this, that, and the other thing. And then 2 weeks later, he re-signed a multi-year deal with WWE. And I'm like, you trolling motherfucker. You actually had me. I love you.
You know, he only did that so he'd go like, yeah, I'm thinking about AEW when they were talking about a contract meeting. So they go like, how with this much money? Thank you. But, you know, I can't blame fucking wrestlers trying to get as much money they can out of WWE while they can.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some NXT, because Johnny Gargano out till TakeOver.
Out till after TakeOver. Dude's not going to be at Wargames, which is kind of sad. I would have loved to see him be the fourth man and sort of rekindle that DIY magic with Tommaso, but it's just not meant to be. Also, because like that's also Survivor Series weekend, and we've been doing the whole NXT fucking with the main roster thing. Do you remember a while back when I think it was WrestleMania week this year, where Triple H got asked if you could get in the ring with any opponent from NXT right now, who would it be and why? He said both Tommaso and Johnny. And then Johnny retweeted that and said, "I'm honored that you put my name at that level. How about we split the difference and do DIY versus DX at the next Mania?"
Ooh.
There was a little part of me that went, we're doing NXT versus main roster for Survivor Series this year. We could get that match at Survivor Series. I would love to see that match at Survivor Series. Like, you just fucking just make it Johnny versus Triple H with a hot tag from Tommaso and fucking Sean each, and it would be a stellar match. Everybody would love it. But that's, for now, that is not happening, which is kind of sad.
Yep, but Johnny Gargano, you're not listening to this, but get better.
Yeah, get better. We love you, buddy.
But Jordan Miles, t-shirt.
No. Don't call him by his slave name.
I'm going to call him by the stage name that he picked out because of WWE presented to him. Jordan Miles quits WWE. This dude, something's going on with this dude.
Fucking, I can't believe they... Like, I put quits in quotes in the card here because when I watched the video while I was on my break today at work, I could not believe that shit actually happened. Like, because as far as I knew, he was under contract, and like usually you get asked for release, statement, we've released this person, we wish them the best of luck, we don't wish them the best of luck. He just put on Twitter like a 2-minute video of him going, "Yeah, I quit. Jordan Miles is my slave name. Don't ever call me by it again. I fucking hate the Jordan Miles shit. I'm going to go be ACH again. I'll see you in the indies." And I'm like, what indies? After the shit you pulled, what fucking promotion do you think is going to pick you up except for like the most extreme underground shit?
Yeah, no, and like I can't remember who it was, but there was a woman wrestler who tweeted, "It is a shame that we make fun of people who obviously seem to be going through something. I think he's going through something.
Yeah, there's some kind of mental shit that's fucking with him right now. And like, honestly, I hope he gets better because I from what I saw of him during the breakout tournament and then that match with Adam Cole, I thought he was a great in-ring talent. I really enjoyed the Jordan Miles gimmick. There were a lot of people who weren't too into it because he was being a goofy, happy anime boy. I liked it. I thought it was a neat concept for a wrestler. He's probably not going to do it now. He's going back to being ACH. And, I hope he is able to get to a place where it doesn't feel gross to talk about him anymore. Because, like, we did a bit about this a couple weeks ago, but basically my whole feelings on the thing is like, okay, I agree with the point you're making about that shirt. I see what you're saying there. I agree that it is not okay, but you're going about pointing it out, and he's still going about pointing it out in a really kind of gross way.
Yeah, roping in other people, doing all that kind of stuff. But hey, he's not in WWE, and I don't think he's going to be in any promotion we're watching anytime soon.
I would be shocked, honestly, if he showed up on AEW or NWA.
Yep. But let's continue with NXT, the show proper, because Finn Balor comes out and starts going like, "No, NXT used to be cool, but then it turned into this? Jesus, what happened here?"
Yeah, fucking Zoomers, am I right?
Yeah. He's like 34, 30, like he's in his 40s now, I think Finn Balor is.
Yeah, Finn Balor's on the older side of millennials, I believe.
Yeah.
He's bordering on being a boomer.
No, he's bordering
on Gen X. I always fucking forget about Gen X.
Don't worry, everybody does. But while he's in the middle of that conversation going like, all these guys are punk-ass bitches, he didn't say that specifically.
He's just going like, everybody's weak, everybody's a little baby boy, they can't handle injuries anymore. Johnny Gargano's out because of his neck. His neck got a boo-boo. Matt Riddle got a boo-boo. I ain't seen Matt Riddle in a moment.
And then Matt Riddle shows up and goes like, "Bitch, I'm gonna beat you with my gas flippy floppies."
Yep. I'll see you at their Wargames. So Matt Riddle drops out of the Wargames match so he can have a singles match with Finn Balor. That's going to be fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. No, it's going to be great. And real quick, actually, no, it's the next thing. Dominik Dijakovic has jumped in to be the third member of the team now.
Yeah. So we're still missing one member in the men's War Games, and I think we only have one more show left to build to what it's going to. Is it next weekend?
I have no idea.
Let me do a quick Google.
But Dominik Dijakovic, basically Undisputed Era and Ciampa and Keith Lee all have like a little rough up, all that kind of jazz, and they're and all that kind of stuff. Undisputed Era tries to run roughshod, but who should show up but Dominik Dijakovic, the rival and like respect member to Keith Lee, and he helps them clean house. Basically, he goes up to Ciampa and goes like, "I want to be in it," and Ciampa goes like, "All right, cool, you're my new member." And then
so it's just Ciampa walking around with two big boys.
Oh, two of the biggest boys. Maybe he should get a big boy trifecta and get the other guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. By the way, I did Google it. The 23rd is the date of TakeOver War Games this year. So next week is the go-home show.
All right. But Dominik Dijakovic turns around, sees Keith Lee. Keith Lee puts out a hand, and Dominik goes like, "Yeah, shake it." And basically it's like, we respectful competitors, and like, yeah, it's great. I love that kind of shit.
Really, really interesting kind of character work they've been doing with War Games and Survivor Series, all these interesting alliances forming and these like temporary truces and feuds because we've got a band together to take out these other people. It's good. It's classic. It's like helping form the distinction between what is a rivalry and what is a blood feud. Because as much as we love those Dijakovic and Lee matches, that is a rivalry. That is two people trying to go like, no, I am the best big boy. No, I am the best big boy. It's not, fuck you, you suck.
Yep. But we also had a good couple matches where two women had their nose fucking busted in this episode.
Yeah, there was a bunch of segments all throughout the episode of people backstage, and by people I mean women. I don't think any men were involved in this angle, but a bunch of women backstage were mysteriously beaten up. We don't know what's going on, and it all led into there's a ladder match to decide who will have the advantage in War Games, which I don't know what they said. Did they say what the advantage was going to be, or is it just implied to be it's the first person to enter the cage?
Yeah, it's the first person from the two cages to enter the big cage.
Okay. So it's that kind of a thing. The women's ladder match was between Io Shirai and Mia Yim. Io Shirai ended up winning, getting the briefcase, and then who should come out to help her and celebrate but Kylie Ray, the current NXT UK Women's Championship. Or champion. Sorry, it's a bit late. I was completely blindsided about this because I thankfully did not look at Twitter this week during AEW, so I didn't see any spoilers like I usually do. Also, I had no clue who the fuck Kylie Ray was. As far as I knew, Toni Storm was still the NXT UK Women's Champion, so I was completely just like, wait, what? What's going on over there? Who is this? What? Okay. But
this is a thing.
She comes out, and apparently she is now the fourth woman on Shayna Baszler's team. It's implied to be that, at least. I don't think it's been confirmed yet on social media or anything, but it's implied to be that. And Shayna Baszler comes out, and she's like, "Hey, Kylie Ray's here. Io Shirai won. Bianca Belair is also on that ladder. I'm happy. My team's doing good. Yay!" Clonk. Chair to her back. I don't think it was the back of her head. By Bayley, who confirmed on social media she is the person who beat up all those women backstage. It is another main roster retaliation, which makes sense because I think both times on the main roster Or no, because she did a thing with Becky, but Shayna fucked with Bayley twice on 2 episodes of SmackDown in a row. So nice little follow through there, setting up for their match at Survivor Series, which I'll be honest, I don't super care about. I'm probably not actually gonna watch Survivor Series unless I hear it's super super good. But I like that they're keeping that setup going through it, and they're bringing in WWE main roster, quote unquote main roster stars, without having them take over episodes. Because and this is probably a thing we would talk about a little later, but during the post media scrum for Full Gear, Chris Jericho kind of infamously made a remark about like, yeah, I don't think NXT is something special anymore. It used to be this cool one-off thing, and now it just feels like another WWE show, which I can kind of get that criticism because we've had so much main roster talent coming back to and also being involved in general. But I feel like it's justified for the Survivor Series storyline so far.
Yeah, and it honestly kind of makes sense a little bit, just because it's not. We're getting more of it per week, and it's now being touted as like a main roster thing. It doesn't feel like this cool, like, oh man, see NXT, bruh, it's underground shit, man. Mm-hmm. But also, there was another bloody broken nose earlier on in the episode, so like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it for NXT. Any other thoughts you want to mention?
The Garza Rush angle is interesting. I don't feel like I have anything to actually say about it yet, though. It's just like, I enjoyed that match. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Fucking yeah.
Yeah. So real quick, I didn't watch
Oh. We have to mention.
Okay.
Bronson Reed wore a singlet that said thick on it.
Yes. Our thick boy.
The thick Australian badass boy.
Who needs to be the 4th member, so it's 3 big men and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes!
So real quick, I didn't get a chance to watch NWA Power.
Oh, that's kind of sad. I watched it during my lunch break on Wednesday. Because at my new job, I have an hour-long lunch break, which is fucking dope. So I pretty much just sit in my car, eat whatever I brought, and watch YouTube. But there was a thing we need to talk about this week because they've been building to it with a video package for the last couple weeks. The Question Mark debuted, and oh boy, did I enjoy this. It's not going to be for everybody, but I got quite the kick out of it because it's basically just a giant throwback to the era of gimmick wrestlers in the same way that the show itself is a throwback to the territory days.
I have a feeling it's just Josephus in a mask.
It could be, but I'm enjoying the fact that it's just this silent guy in like a shitty looking mask and an all black outfit who just came out, did a fun little squash match, and then for the rest of the show, people were doing chants involving him. Like, Aaron Rodgers was doing a thing, doing a promo, and he said something that prompted it. I can't remember what it was exactly, but the crowd was just like, I think he was talking about, like, who is the most worthy opponent for me in this fucking company. And the crowd just starts going, question mark. And I'm like, yes.
Get him over quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was a pretty solid debut for the Question Mark. I'm interested in seeing what his first actual storyline will be. If they play him right, it could be one of the things that really propels them into that sort of mainstream contention that you feel like they're trying to go for, while also very much playing to hardcore wrestling fans.
Yep. But now we can talk about and finally go in depth on a pay-per-view that we watched together, the one, the only Full Gear.
Yep, the prequel to AEW's next pay-per-view, Cowboy Shit.
Cowboy shit.
Did you watch the media scrum?
No, I've watched like Tony Khan's and bits of some others, but that's it.
Yeah, somebody asked Hangman, like, what do you think of this pay-per-view being named after your gimmick? And he was like, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I heard they're calling the next one Cowboy Shit. The set's just going to be pictures of my face in actual human feces.
And horse stick.
Yes.
So real quick, I think we can just say this is pretty good, on par with every other pay-per-view AEW has done so far.
Yeah, it was highly enjoyable. Up until the final match, I wouldn't say there was any one match that blew me away. Just generally really solid stuff all the way through that builds and pays off quite a few angles.
Yep. So, first off, we have Bay Priestley and Britt Baker going off, kind of not necessarily into a blood feud, but kind of letting off some steam of their disagreement.
Yeah, a little pre-show match, which even Tony Khan admitted probably should have been part of the main show, but something had to go on the pre-show, so that was just the pick.
And he also said like there was some other reasons why things were arranged the way they were. So
yeah, he said it was like a scheduling thing. Some people couldn't make it to the arena at a certain time, something like that, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, you didn't get to see too much of this match because you were trying to get your shit to work. But basically, it's just a really solid little singles match. Each lady kind of got some good licks in. But in the end, Britt won, kind of got her nice little comeuppance given to B. Priestley for giving her that concussion back at Fight for the Fallen. And then we finally got some answers about whatever the hell is going on with Brandy, because Brandy came out with Awesome Kong in tow, and I didn't realize this until they had done the thing, but Awesome Kong was wearing a belt of pelts around her waist that were other women's hair, and they go down to the ring where B is lying, like, beaten and tired, and they kind of hit her another couple times just to make sure she stays down, and then Brandy, like, grabs a big clump of B's hair, sniffs it, and then Kong pulls out, like, a little CSGO knife and slices it off and puts B's hair on her belt as, like, a trophy, but she didn't beat her. It's just they're collecting it for reasons, and then they left, and I still don't fully get it, but I'm more interested than I was confused during the last thing.
Yeah, there's definitely like it definitely feels like a thing that they just need to finally give the complete motivation, because you can kind of piece it together of like, oh, we don't like bullies, we want, like, we're the bullies now, and it's like, okay, they're trying to take control of the situation, they're being extreme about it, but like we haven't had that directly told to us as the audience, so it just comes off as weird psycho shit. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's what they're going for. So
also, I really like Awesome Kong's entrance music that they're using now. There's like some number million ways to die, and she is one. That's a really badass line.
Oh yeah, it's a great,
I hope the Bucks put that on a t-shirt.
That's like a great wrestling themes need to have like that first little hook.
Mm-hmm. Like Cody has, wrestling has more than one royal family. Fucking
like the Bucks have the vamp and that super kick party.
Oh, Sean just has him closing the chair and making that nice clank.
Sean Spears, yeah. Like a lot of them have interesting bits like that. Or Kenny Omega has that quiet piano part.
Yeah. I hear the battle cry.
But it also, you can just jumps through the "Are you ready for this?"
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing. But really good pre-show from what you've said and from the bits I saw.
I mean, I will admit I was kind of frustrated by the first half hour just being replay of the Countdown special, but I also understood why they did that because not everybody was going to watch the Countdown special, so you have to kind of get some of that stuff in there for people who didn't see it.
Yeah. So the first match of the official main card, we had the Young Bucks versus, apparently, Proud and Powerful isn't their official tag team name. It's like a tag team, like, tagline.
It's a moniker.
So they're Santana and Ortiz, the Proud and Powerful.
I fucking loved this, man.
Oh, it's great. All throughout this match, by the end of it, I'm pretty sure we were just going, I can't wait for them to be face.
Yeah, Santana and Ortiz are just so much fun. They sell things in such great ways. Fucking Ortiz just yelling crazy shit during the match. Like when he got a really good reversal on one of the Bucks, he just went, I'm a genius! And shit.
No. Here's the thing. That happened when he just dipped out of the way, and it was Nick Jackson just clanged his calf against the ring post. He looked back
yeah.
I'm a genius!
Oh, yeah. I have gone from having no idea who the fuck they were during All Out and having to Google them to this is one of my favorite tag teams on the roster. I want to see them do some cool shit.
Ortiz is one of my favorite wrestlers in the roster, period.
Damn.
I just love the guy. He's so great. But this match was just really good. A bunch of back and forth. Really hard. Really goes at it. Just amazing.
Yeah. And Proud and Powerful got the win. So Inner Circle starting to look strong. We're seeing Santana and Ortiz get up in the rankings. I would not be surprised if they start going after the tag titles pretty soon.
Oh, very much so. But this was just a really solid match. The Young Bucks gave a lot. They went through some bullshit with that fucking leg.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that was a legitimate injury, or was that?
No, I think that was sold. I think that was working. I think that was all working. I just have a feeling that gave him a bruise.
Yeah.
There's no way you make that sound and not have a fucking bruise.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Because it clanged. It wasn't like a thigh slap. It was a...
Yeah.
It was a clang.
It's a little dingy dang dong.
But it was a solid, great match. But also just because of the way they worked, it gave you a glimpse of what Santana and Ortiz would look like as faces.
Mm-hmm. Also, it must be mentioned, after the match ended, because they were at ringside for the match, the Rock and Roll Express came in and fucking Ricky Morton hit a Canadian destroyer on, I think, Santana it was.
Yes. Oh my god. It was so weird, and it's like, oh, well, okay. I hope they never wrestle in AEW just because that would be weird, but like, cool on them.
Yeah, it is. Oof. I am so glad they came in for this program. I wouldn't be upset if we never see them in AEW again, but like the fact that they came in and they contributed so much to this storyline and then did that shit, I cannot wait to tell them that in person because I mentioned to you earlier tonight when we were recording Analytical Fanboys, there's going to be a toy show, not this weekend, but next weekend. I was looking at the guest list this afternoon because I hadn't paid it too much more mind. The only wrestling guest on that at that show is going to be the Rock and Roll Express.
Holy shit, that's dope.
So I'm going to watch some classic matches sometime in the next week, and I'm gonna make a point out of getting my picture taken with that.
That's going to be dope. That's going to be really fucking dope.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that they kind of become like how Diamond Dallas Page is for Cody.
Yeah, they just show up every once in a while, but it's clear that like they have a real mentor role.
Yeah. But it's not like a permanent mentor. It's more of like a, hey, you're a person I look up to, and I'd like you to be here, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be nice for them. That'd be a good thing for the for that whole situation to be. But then we had Pac versus Hangman Adam
You
Page.
said it wrong, sir. You said it wrong. The Bastard Pac.
Bastard Pac
versus Hangman Adam Page.
Or Stick Adam Page.
Yeah, that boy. I'm gonna be honest. For a show where I like how I said I'm gonna be honest, as if I've been lying this entire podcast. It's just for a show that's named after one of Adam Page's gimmicks. I was kind of upset he came out so early on the card, and also this match didn't do a whole ton for me. Like, it was good. There was some solid stuff in here, but it didn't feel too special.
Yeah, especially because the Dynamite after Full Gear, they had a rematch.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're bad matches. No, they're great matches. It's just I want Paige and Pac to start doing other things.
Could have been booked slightly better. Like, I will say there was a couple of really good spots right at the start where Pac got thrown into the guardrails, and it looked pretty brutal. But that was about it for me with this match. Like, I watched the whole thing, I enjoyed the whole thing, but I just don't have much to say on it.
Yeah. Hangman scouting the dick kick was good.
Mm-hmm.
And the brainbuster into the metal chair on the outside was really good.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was cool.
But this is definitely feels like I want Paige and Pac to start doing other things with other people and come one day, like a year or so later, and revisit them.
Yeah.
That's what I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, solid match. B plus.
Mm-hmm.
But next we have the one, the only, the number 10, the chairman, Shawn Spears versus the bad boy, the New Jersey Devil, Joey Janela.
Yeah, this was a pretty dope little match, I keep going like, I need to stop sleeping on Shawn Spears, because I keep going like, oh, I think AEW is starting to forget about Shawn Spears. They're not really doing much with him. And then he'll have a match, and I'll go like, Shawn Spears is one of the best things about this fucking company. I want to see him do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it feels very much like they're trying to slowly build him back up. Because, yeah, he had that amazing feud with Cody, but, like, that was mostly built on Cody, not on Shawn.
Yeah, the thing is, like, and we'll talk about this more later this evening, because people were upset about some stuff this match, and people have been like, why doesn't Shawn have a proper feud going right now? He had his feud with Cody, and then that just blew off, and he's not done much since. It's because they need to build him up. We need some character development before he comes back into Cody's life or goes and does anything like that. And meanwhile, we're doing other shit with Cody to build up a rogues gallery for him. Cody is the Batman of AEW. We need to get him more than one villain.
Cody's the Batman, and like Omega is the Green Lantern.
Hangman is. I wouldn't call Hangman the Superman. He's more like the Flash.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
The Bucks are the Bucks.
No. The Jungle Express is the Flash, the fan favorite character whose villains are kind of goofy.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that later on. But right now, Shawn Spears is in a feud with his win-loss record. He's just trying to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care. And now Joey Janela is kind of probably going to try and poke that bear a little bit.
Oh, he's been poking that bear, and that bear been poking back.
Yeah, so ultimately in this match, Shawn Spears wins with a spiked pile driver with an assist from Tony Blanchard, which is a classic move. Tully Blanchard, which is a classic move he used to pull off.
Mm-hmm. And also, fantastic spot where while the ref is momentarily distracted, Shawn ties Joey's hair up with the tag rope.
Oh,
and Joey has to escape, and you see a bit of his hair get left behind.
Yeah, it feels very much like they're trying they're hardcore people that they have. They're not trying to build them as like, oh, they can take so much damage and like they love weapons and everything. It's like, no. They're fucking insane and they can take anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the difference. And like they explained that further on in Dynamite. But this was a really good match, really nice showcase of Joey Janela outside of like the hardcore things, which is what they've been putting him in lately. And it's just a nice, interesting matchup that 2 years ago you wouldn't think Shawn Spears would have been in.
Yeah, it's I'm glad that boy's making his way in the world finally.
But to add salt to Joey Janela's wound, an interview with Kip Sabian pops up, the super bad Kip Sabian, and who should show up but Penelope Ford saying, "Why would I be with a bad boy when I can be super bad?"
Mm-hmm. And apparently Kip Sabian's trying to get a stable going. Like he dropped the words team super bad as if Penelope Ford is just one of many, and that's gonna be rolling out real quick. Maybe like a little mid-card stable.
Especially because now we have our mid-card prize coming out soon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But also Kip Sabian has been working really heavily with the hybrid too.
Mm-hmm. They could all, like, the hybrid 2 hasn't done a whole lot in the tag team division so far, so we could just see that I guess the 4 of them now morph into a mid-card stable and maybe see Penelope Ford go into a program for the women's championship. You know, I said when we had the women's casino battle royal, I thought Penelope Ford did some cool shit, so be neat to see what she could do in a full-on match.
Oh yeah, and it'd be interesting. Who knows? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But next we have the first title defense of the tag team champions with Private Party, Lucha Brothers, and SCU.
SCU!
And a triple threat. Not a triple threat. It's a triple tag team. I hate these rules. It's 2 people in the ring, 3 teams, and any team can tag in any member.
But it makes no sense for them to tag in anybody besides their partner, so all the spots where other people get tagged in have to be made to look like mistakes.
Yeah, I much prefer a tornado tag if it has to be 3 teams.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I understand you want to make this seem more like a strictly sportsly thing, but also this is just so annoying. Like, I'm cool with them not freebirding the championships with it having to be Scorpio and Kazarian, but I don't. It just seems so weird that, like, you're gonna put these 3 amazing teams in there, and you're gonna make us all get this idea in our mind that this match is gonna be fucking insanity with all these guys running wild.
And we did get there. We did get there,
but it took a bit. And the spots were they were a little smaller than I was expecting. Like, again, this was not a bad match. It was a pretty good match, but I felt like it could have been a whole lot better if you just changed 1 or 2 things.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just the tag team rules. And, like, it's a double-edged sword because I'm super glad that they're putting more emphasis on the tag team rules because they've been kind of lax on Dynamite up till then. And I'm okay with them being really focused on, like, no, you gotta follow the rules. I just wish they used a different rule set.
Yeah. Also, I literally did not notice until I was looking at our card for the podcast here. They put all the championship matches at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Very clean.
Yeah, as you should. And, like, and another thing, I'll quickly mention it this week. This week, SCU went up against Jericho and Guevara for the tag team champs. And SCU came out first, and I was like, oh, I like it when the champs come out second. And AEW's been really good about that. No, they didn't come out first for the match. They came out first so they could cut a promo and hype people up for the match.
Yeah, very smart.
So they were able to have the main champion come out last and be big and impressive while still having the champions that are fighting for that the belt belongs to for the match still be a major presence and come out first and hype people up. It was good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was really good. A great showing for Private Party. Really puts them up in that main event scene. Lucha Brothers were already there.
Phoenix did an amazing spot running across the ropes and diving to the outside.
And SCU, as always, are fucking SCU.
SCU, they retained.
Yep, they retained. And
was there ever any doubt, though?
Nah, I don't think so. But it was a really good legitimizer for the belts.
Mm-hmm.
But next up, we had the Women's Championship. Riho versus Emi Sakura. Student versus Master in a Joshi Battle of the Ages.
So, I've complained quite a bit about this match leading up to it because there was next to no build and they kind of fumbled what build there was. Just Sento, he couldn't get any best matches going. It was real embarrassing. But I'm going to say something super surprising considering what's next. This was my match of the night.
Really? Hot damn.
I enjoyed the fuck out of this. Both these women got an incredible showing in. Really nice legitimizer for the women's championship. And it took me from being like, yeah, Emi Sakura's okay. She's not my favorite Joshi that's been in AEW so far. I can see the appeal, but it's not for me too. Emi Sakura is an incredible worker, and I want to see her do more cool shit.
I'm just glad that they're treating what is essentially a woman's legend as a woman's legend. She's treated great.
Because they have legitimate women's legends in Japan. Because even though Joshi wrestling is kind of half an idol thing, they've had legitimate women's wrestling in Japan for a lot longer than we have here in America. Not to dunk on any attitude, ruthless aggression era female wrestlers, because they did their part in blazing the trail, but
a lot of them
did
try.
There's a difference there.
Yeah, but Riho wins. Riho retains. Again, legitimizes the belt, makes it look big, makes it look strong, and now we have the quote unquote main event for the evening. The on the books main event. We had Chris Jericho versus Cody.
The stupid dick versus the entitled millennial son of a bitch.
For the World Championship. Oh boy, was this just a classic.
So much to talk about with this match. First off, fucking love that Justin Roberts introduced Cody as the grandson of a plumber. I popped for that.
Yeah, and you could see on his mother's face, it was like, oh, that meant something for her.
Yep, Cody's mom was at ringside. A woman who is infamous for being impassive and just kind of whatever about shit. She was super into this, which sold it really well.
She fucking smacked Jericho.
Jericho went up and tried to get in her face, and she slapped him and told him to go fuck himself. He ran off, and then Cody came right up and checked on her to make sure she was okay, because Cody's the best babyface, and he does the best babyface things.
Here's the thing I realized while I was watching Dynamite this week. Technically, functionally, the Elite are still heels. It's just because we're so sick of wrestling in general, they're the faces, and they play into that.
Yeah.
So technically, the Young Bucks are still merch swinging, fucking buy our shirts, buy them, dickholes when it comes to wrestling, but because we're so sick of just WWE, we love that shit, because it's like, fuck yeah!
And fucking, to counterbalance it, they just have Jericho being the most evil bastard of all time.
So it's like, it's just really interesting dynamic, and I don't think it's like they're secretly all heels and we're waiting for the reveal. It's like, no, it's just, that's their character, and they're just playing it as faces, but it's a heel character.
Yeah. Also, there was the panel of judges, which they in a very, very nice un-WWE move, they didn't announce them leading into the show. Like, they didn't slowly go one by one through the go home Dynamite. Here's this person that's going to be on the panel. Here's this person that's going to be in the panel. It just starts.
I can definitely see them doing that. I can definitely see them doing that later on, though, for big matches.
But it just starts. They mention, hey, there's a panel of judges. If this goes to 60 minutes, it won't be a draw. We will decide a definite winner. And it cuts to them, and it's fucking Arn Anderson, the Great Muto, and the Great Muta, and Dean Malenko. And
for people who don't know, Chris Jericho and Dean Malenko feuded, had a very impressive and very, very popular feud in WCW.
And so later in the match, when Jericho goes to the outside for a minute, he gets in Dean Malenko's face and is like, you better not fucking screw me over. And Dean Malenko said something back to him. I couldn't tell what it was.
And I think the last thing Jericho said was like a hold, which was part of their whole gimmick, was Jericho is better. their whole feud. So it was just like a nice little touch. It feels like the best way to put it, because people have been noticing things. Jericho's been bringing back some WCW things, like when he was making a fuss and playing a hissy fit this week on Dynamite, he grabbed a chair and started hitting the post like he did in WCW. So it kind of feels like part of Jericho's character right now is, what if WCW had continued till today and Jericho had just stayed in WCW?
Yeah.
And it's like an interesting thought, and it's like, this is kind of cool. But this match was just phenomenal.
So much good work from both guys. Again, another couple nice little touches. Jericho wore a weight belt of his own.
And now it's just like, I think it's officially just a part of his gear.
Yeah, it's like, I got one of... Spoilers, but you probably know because you're listening to this podcast. I got one over with Cody, so this is my prize for that. At one point, Jake Hager tried to interfere. He got ejected from the ring, and MJF, who was Cody's corner man, got in Jake Hager's face. It was like, hey, bye-bye, dickhead, which was funny. And Cody fucking hit his dad's atomic elbow. I popped so hard for that shit.
Oh, it was just fantastic. Like, this was... The best way to put it is, like, it's a remake of a 80s match.
Yeah,
like, you know how we make a movie and it can be... When we fix up a lot of the plot and the writing and the effects and everything. This is like that for a match.
And it felt like that because it was a really slow build. The crowd wasn't super into it at first because I think everybody kind of thought like, yeah, we're going 60 minutes, so we're going to be here a while. No need to get super into it right away. But then when Cody started making his comeback, everybody was kind of like, oh shit, it might not go 60 minutes. I guess we should care.
Yeah. Also, I think the audience started kind of picking up itself when Cody dived to the outside, which, by the way, the ramp went straight to the ring. There was no dip in the ramp and they had to climb into the ring. No, it went straight to the ring.
As we keep saying with AEW, a very WCW-esque move.
It, like, honestly, it just feels like WCW hasn't left.
Yeah.
And that's partially because Cody loves his dad and loves his dad's booking style, and his dad was very much an early part of the early 90s of WCW. So it's just like a lot of his dad's match types he wants to use, it seems like. And it's a good starting place for an alternative to WWE to be kind of like, we're a little bit like WCW. And so if you haven't watched since WCW, we remind you of that.
Yeah, it's WCW with a modern sense of doing things and a little dash of ECW sprinkled in. But we'll get to that later.
Dashes of ECW with a good dollop of indie whipped cream.
Cody did this big dive to the outside, and clearly they were planning to sell his ribs because that's what they did for the rest of the match. But he bonked his head on the fucking ramp, cut it open, lots of blood spewing down from his forehead. Doctor has to come in and check on him. And you can audibly hear Cody going like, I'm good, let me get back in. He has to fight the rest of the match with blood all over his face. And
great visual.
It ends with, for I believe it was like the third time, he gets put in the walls of Jericho. He's in the center of the ring.
No. Here's the thing. The earlier two ones were Walls of Jericho, which is a deep Boston crab. Okay. And then he pulled out the Lion Tamer, which is basically a standing Boston crab. You hold up the legs and you are upright, so your opponent is upside down, essentially, in a Boston crab being stretched. And Jericho, on top of that, lays his knee on your head.
Oh, okay.
That's a Lion Tamer.
Yeah, that's right.
Which was his main
Lionheart.
Which was his major hold in WCW. But he stopped using it in WWE for the Walls of Jericho. Again, reminding people of WCW, kind of bridging that gap, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
Cody's in the Lion Tamer, and
he's in the center of the ring. There's clearly no way he's getting out of it. Everybody's freaking the fuck out, myself and yourself included. And
we see
MJF threw in the fucking towel.
And for a briefest moment, you're going like, shit. Like, I sympathize with the guy. I'm going like, shit, yeah, no. That's kind of like, oh, man.
My heart fucking fell. I was super depressed for a minute there. Because the Bucks fucking said on Twitter, a little interesting tidbit we got this week. The Bucks said on Twitter they have set like a point for when the win-loss records will get too crazy to keep track of, and at that point they will just reset. And somebody said, what about Cody's stipulation of not challenging for the title again? Will that reset too? And they said, nope, that's permanent. That's a thing we've all decided. So Cody is officially done, probably not in the main event scene, but in the title scene.
For the time being, because there's always a storyline that they can tell.
And he's just lying in the ring, can't fucking believe what just happened, trying to catch his breath, trying to get his fucking, what's the word? Get your bounds?
Bearings.
He's trying to get his bearings. Meanwhile, MJF is getting in the ring.
I'm so sorry. I had to.
He gets on his fucking knees. He looks like he's gonna cry.
The crowd's chanting, "You fucked up."
I was very close to joining in. Cody,
I was on the other end. I was sympathizing with MJF because I was going like, no, I didn't see a way out of it. I didn't want Cody to die.
Well, that's why I didn't start chanting, because I was like, I'm super conflicted here. I can see it, but also like, what the hell? But Cody gets up, MJF gets up, puts his hand on MJF's shoulder.
Kind of like
okay.
It's a kind of like
it's not okay, I understand.
It's not a I forgive you. It's a we'll talk about it. Kind of I understand.
Yeah, and just as he's taking his hand off, MJF fucking knees Cody in the balls. Cody goes down. MJF gets in his face and says, "It's my turn now, you selfish son of a bitch." And he walks up the ramp. Right as he gets to the top, somebody throws their fucking drink on him. Might have been a plant, might not have. Otherwise, doesn't fucking matter. It's a fantastic visual. And MJF goes to the back smiling. Like, it's fucking... The shit has gone down. He fucking did it. We all knew it was coming eventually. We just didn't know when. And now it's happened. MJF's full heel.
A heel turned heel.
And he's probably going to enter into a program with Cody.
Oh, very much so. I can see that. But like,
Dave Meltzer said this on Wrestling Observer the other day, and I fully agree with it. I want this to be a long Gargano versus Ciampa-esque series. I want them to start with a wrestling match, and then I want them to just keep doing different stipulations as it goes on.
I don't want them to meet in the ring, though, for like months at a time, like 1 or 2 months at a time.
Yeah.
I want this to be nice. I want this to be slow, at a roll. I don't want this to be jumped on. I would not mind if right now the immediate thing that they do is Cody just tries to be a backstage guy and doesn't get involved in the thing for a good couple weeks, and MJF starts going on a tear.
I want MJF to be just poking the bear, and Cody is trying to ignore it. He's trying to get over it until he can't. Because I made the analogy earlier in the podcast that Cody is the Batman of AEW, and they're building up a rogues gallery for him right now. Here's how I see it. Chris Jericho is Cody's Joker. He's unpredictable. He's crazy. He's kind of the ringleader of the villains. It's always going to come back to Jericho because of the past they have, or the past Jericho has with Cody's dad. Shawn Spears, that's his Two-Face. That's a friend who said, you know what, fuck you. I'm going to give into the darkness and I'm going to use it to make myself better. MJF is his Jason Todd. Because, real quick hot take, I fucking hate Jason Todd as a hero or tweener or whatever. Jason Todd should always be a straight up villain. He should just be Robin for a real quick little bit. Then he should come back as Red Hood, and Red Hood should be a villain that shows up every once in a great while. I don't get the whole Jason Todd as a hero, anti-hero thing. Fuck
Jason
people who
Todd
like
should
Jason
be
Todd.
Jason Todd should be a villain for Batman, but for a hero for everything else because he just pissed at Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And like they could put it aside when something really bad happens in Gotham, but after that, Jason goes like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah, it's a constant damaged father-son relationship that flares up every once in a while and can never be repaired. Consequentially, since I have made this analogy, Cody, if you're listening, I would love to be your Dick Grayson. Just saying. Just saying. I don't think I'm smart enough to do Tim Drake or angsty enough to do Damian Wayne, but I'd love to be your Dick Grayson.
Bitch, you Batmite.
Dude, I'd be psyched to be Batmite.
Bitch, you Batmite. What the fuck you talking about? But yeah, no. Sad, depression, feelings.
Anger, confusion, but
MJF is a little wet.
He's a little shit, that one. And we'll deal with him some more later, but that
was the last match of Full Gear.
That was officially the last match of Full Gear. But then
on paper,
Justin Roberts comes out. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, show's over. You can go home now. But we have two guys who really want to fucking kill each other. And if we don't give them a venue to do it, they're going to do it in a much more dangerous way. So we're going to dim the lights. And when the lights come back on, AEW will not be taking responsibility for what happens, but we're providing the venue for what happens. Watch at your own risk." So we get our lights out match of Jon Moxley.
You didn't say it long enough. Jon Moxley.
Fair enough. And Kenny the Video Game Boy Omega. They, holy fucking shit, man.
They basically did as hard as a death match as they could, given the constraints of what they had.
They went bananas, and it was quite the thing. There was a board with mouse traps on it. Obviously, the barbed wire bat and broom came out.
We also had a barbed wire bed, a bag full of glass shards.
Sugar glass, yeah, and fucking, it wasn't a bed. They called it a spider web of barbed wire. At one point, Omega went through the actual Full Gear sign they had, and it ended with Moxley pulling up the mat and the padding and doing a paradigm shift onto the wooden planks.
After Kenny Omega did Kota Ibushi's signature move, missed, and landed on the planks.
Mm-hmm. So Jon Moxley won, but honestly, that's not the real story with this match. The real story with this match is the reaction this match has been getting. Because I don't know... Okay, so you have seen some stuff.
I've seen some. But I'm also in agreement with Brian Zane, and we'll get into that for a second. In a second. Okay. No, in a second.
It's been pretty crazy how divided people have been over this fucking match. Because I've seen people saying, like, this match was insane. I loved it. I loved how all out they went. And I've seen other people going, this is way too violent. They should not be doing shit like this if they're trying to get over as a big name company. And as you mentioned, Brian Zane said that he didn't have a problem with the violence, but that there was no real story to the violence, and he felt that it wasn't justified because of that.
There's story in the hindsight of the violence.
Mm-hmm.
And the story of the violence was basically Jon Moxley going, "Hey, you fuckers, I would have wrestled a perfectly normal regular match and be perfectly happy. But since you wanted to do this, I'm going to give you what you want."
Yeah.
Basically giving them a warning. Don't put me in this situation again because I will go all out. I will do everything to win, and if that means beating and bloodying a person, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And that's kind of my whole fucking takeaway with this thing, because, like, okay, I can understand if you're not a fan of death matches, if they're just not your cup of tea, but to say that, like, this company straight up should not be doing this kind of thing because they're trying to get over right now sounds really stupid to me, because, as we said earlier, there's a little dash of ECW in this company. They're trying to go for that market in a way. And it's not like this match was on TV. It's not even like this was a dark match that you could watch for free on YouTube. This was a pay-per-view match, came at the end of the show, and they explicitly stated, this is not an official match in this company. We do not take responsibility for this.
They gave a full trigger warning. They said, viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, and people are fucking going like, oh, this is so horrifying. How could you, like, it's hard to show wrestling to your kids in general, but how could you let your kids watch this? Bitch, why the fuck would you let your kids watch it in the first place? If you've been watching AEW for any amount of time, you know Lights Out match, which was clearly plastered over all the graphics for this match, means death match. Lights Out is just their term for death match. Death matches are fucking bloody, they're fucking violent, and they're fucking dangerous. You don't show that shit to your kids.
And even then, this was probably one of the safest matches on this goddamn card.
Mm-hmm. Like, there was a post on Squared Circle, the Reddit board, for those of you who don't know, talking about how, like, this was a masterclass in making a match look really dangerous, but actually having it being totally safe. Because they set you up for the big ending, the close to the ending spot of the barbed wire spider net by having there be actual barbed wire on the bat and broom, but only using it on, like, their backs and necks, which can't seriously injure them. Just little lesions here and there.
And drips of blood and, like...
And you go, and your mind is set up to think, oh my god, that fucking hurts, that's fucking dangerous. So when they go into the spider web later in the match, which isn't real barbed wire.
It only had real barbed wire on the outside to make it... because you can't visually see if it's genuine barbed wire. It just kind of melds together.
Mm-hmm. But your brain's already psyched out. It's going, oh shit, I can't... Well, like, look, you were watching it with me, Chris. You heard me say, I can't watch. I have to look away for a second. And I did until it sounded like they were out of the spider web. And I was right. I was looking in the opposite direction from my screen.
Yeah, like, it psychs you up. And here's the thing. That's the best. That's fine. You're allowed to get worked for a match.
Mm-hmm. It's just... hilarious. That's in fucking 2019. Some people don't know how booking works. Like, it takes me back to earlier this year, the WrestleMania women's main event, when Charlotte Flair got inserted into it, and people were so pissed off because, oh, you're screwing Becky out of her big moment. And it's like, guys, Charlotte's a heel right now. Heels are supposed to make people mad. This is how wrestling works. You've watched, I'm pretty sure you people have watched wrestling before. Like, I know I'm fairly new to it, but are you? Because what's going on here?
And other things like the mouse traps. Yeah, that looks like it hurts. And if it hit a digit, yeah, it fucking hurt. But it hit their backs.
Dude, here's the thing. I've gotten my digits caught in mouse traps before. It stings for a couple seconds, but once you get out and give your digits a good shake, it goes away pretty quickly. It's just like, fuck, that hurts. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Everything they did hurts, and you can go like, ow, that hurts. But it's not like they weren't putting themselves in any genuine danger. Like the glass,
the glass spot,
sugar glass.
Yeah, and like they did some great selling for it because I think it was Kenny who had to crawl through it.
No, it was John Moxley.
Okay, yeah. He really looked like he was in pain, and then there was a pin in the glass, and the ref had to count it, and the ref sold the glass. He was like, "Shit, I got glass in my hand. That hurts."
Yeah, like it would. And here's the thing: you'd think, "Oh, we're talking about barbed wire. There's blood everywhere." No, barely any blood.
Mm-hmm. There was less blood in this than there was in the Cody match.
Yeah. And I can only say that there was maybe one or two dangerous spots, and that's the high flying stuff on the Bearwood.
Yeah, because that was one of those things where I was like, oh, I legitimately know that's kind of dangerous because, again, at my new job, I work with pallets quite a bit. I recognize that wood right away. That's the exact same quality of wood most companies use to make pallets, and that shit splinters pretty easily. So it's like, oh shit, I hope nobody gets stuck in like the shoulder.
Yeah, but like, and even then, they knew what they were doing. They only did one or two, and they kept it to a minimum. Like, this was the safest match of the card.
It's just ridiculous the amount of legitimate outrage there has been.
Dave Meltzer was going like, maybe I was a little too far, guys. And it's like, Dave, buddy, you know these guys. Come on.
I love Dave Meltzer. I only just recently got into Wrestling Observer Radio, but I really enjoy listening to his takes on most things. Brian Alvarez too. This is probably the first time I ever wanted to say "Okay, Boomer" to Dave Meltzer.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Later on in Dynamite, they go on to show that, yeah, no, this isn't a thing that anybody wants to continue happening.
Yeah, because
this was done to prove a point.
Okay, let's just go into the beginning of Dynamite, because the beginning of Dynamite is fucking fallout for this match. We see Kenny go backstage and get checked out, and the doctor's like, yeah, I'm not going to clear you. You're pretty messed up. You're gonna want to take a week off and then come see me again. And Kenny's like, okay, how'd Moxley do? And he's like, yeah, no, Moxley's fine. Just further pushing the story of this is Moxley taking out him being pissed at not getting a proper match on Kenny and making him pay and showing the company, I will fuck people up if you don't give me what I want.
I will fuck people up, but if you I will fuck people, I will go the distance for whatever you put me in. So if you put me in a place where I'm going to fuck someone up, I'm going to fuck someone up.
Which makes perfect sense, because if you listen to that fucking podcast he did after fucking Double or Nothing, he said his entire thing those last few months at WWE was, you're giving me really shit stuff to work with, but I'm going to try as hard as I fucking can to get it over regardless. It plays into who this guy is while making it into an interesting and compelling character. And speaking of interesting and compelling characters, as Kenny's walking out, camera pans over and we see standing there watching him get checked out is Riho and Michael Nakazawa. And Nakazawa stops him and is like, hey, I'm sorry. This shouldn't have happened.
Yep.
Like, nice little thing, reminding people, hey, Nakazawa he's part of talent relations backstage. Even though Kenny's kind of weirded out by him most of the time, him and Kenny are friends.
And he's also like hanging out with Riho and Nakazawa a lot more because he misses Japan.
Yeah. Riho and him are besties, or maybe they're going out. I think that was a rumor.
No, that was Jim Cornette being an asshole.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Kenny Omega met her when she was
Jim Cornette. Don't spread misinformation.
Kenny Omega met her when she was 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I'm going to take a sip of water while I process that.
Yeah, that's like Kenny Omega helped train Rhea. Like it is gross to have that insinuate that.
That's like saying Batman should date Barbara Gordon.
I'm not going to mention the movie, but let's move on.
I was just trying to plant the seed of the idea of that movie fucking sucks. Anyways, Dynamite opens with Michael Nakazawa coming out Sorry?
I was going to continue what you were saying because I thought you were going to flounder.
Oh. Michael Nakazawa comes out to face off with Jon Moxley, try and get a little bit of retribution for Kenny. He drops the baby oil right away in the match. He's like, we're not doing the silly shit. I'm here to get my best friends, my friends' little hard knocks. And Moxley fucking destroys him in less than 2 minutes, grabs the mic and goes, so that one counts, right? And
basically saying, I'll play by your rules, but fucking... Yeah.
Pay me what I'm owed.
Yep.
And then he cuts a little promo, talks about how the match went, says, I'm the baddest, sickest son of a bitch in this company, and I don't think anybody has the balls to step to me after what I did not last night. I'm used to Raw. What I did on Saturday, but, I'm issuing an open challenge. Anyone who wants to take me on can. And there's not much to talk about with the match, so I guess we'll just say later on in the night, after Darby Allin wins a little match, he picks up a mic and says, Jon Moxley, I accept. So set for next week.
The pop.
Set for next week is Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin. A match that makes perfect sense, but I never thought of until that night, and I am now hype as fuck for.
Like, it's amazing how well they have just made a bunch of brand new stars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can imagine 1 year's time, Darby Allin's going to be a household name.
Yeah.
Same with Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt.
Fucking Darby Allin and Jungle Boy. Mark my words. They're going to be like teen girl heartthrobs of this company.
Oh, very much so. But speaking of Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt, and Luchasaurus, we had a match between the Dark Order and Jurassic Express. Yeah. And oh my god, I am so glad the Dark Order has just been picking up momentum and people are finally starting to get them.
Yeah, this was a good fun match. Lots of great spots. Just showing what Grayson and Uno can do in the ring. Nice use of the creepers in a couple moments. Really fun bit before the match actually started when Jurassic Express is running to the ring. They run around the crowd, do a bunch of high fives, and when they get to the Dark Order, who are standing at ringside, they switch to giving middle fingers. I got a good chuckle out of that.
I just fucking love it. And I love how Marco Stunt now just has the Babysaurus mask.
Yeah.
It kind of ties them in with the group a little bit better. It's a great match. I love the goddamn Dark Order's finishing move, the Fatality.
Yeah.
It's just a great, just solid, fuck you. Basically, a person lanes back-to-back on Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson comes in, grabs her head, and then slams it into the fucking ground.
It's good.
It's a good move. The Dark Order win, and basically, Evil Uno calls all the creepers. He makes a little seat for himself and goes Marco Stunt, and everybody starts booing him. And he goes fuck you, don't boo me. I'm trying to compliment the man.
Yeah, he's like, hey kid, you're pretty fucking impressive. You want a dark side? And he offers him a creeper mask. And very quickly, Jungle Boy jumps in the ring, grabs the mask, throws it to the ground, stomps on it, goes, no, fuck you. And the Dark Order gets insulted. They start attacking.
I love the characterization of it. Evil Uno just stands up and goes all right then, you've made your point. And he starts walking and goes, sick 'em.
Yep.
I can't remember the exact words, but it was basically like that.
Yeah, it's a big old beatdown. Then
the crowd started chanting Luchasaurus, trying to get him to come out, hoping he can save the day.
And then, what do you fucking know? Art imitated life. Luchasaurus comes back from injury way fucking quicker than anyone guessed. That boy was supposed to be out till June. No, January. Oh, I thought I heard Excalibur say June.
I don't know.
He might have misspoke, and I just went with it. But yeah, I guess whatever technology it is WWE has that allows their stars to heal at the pace of Wolverine, AEW must have tapped into it.
Apparently, I've actually listened to Luchasaurus talk about it. It wasn't that severe of an injury. It just was he didn't do his normal routine that day, so it got exacerbated. It fucked him up, and I was oh shit. And since he already knows physical therapy techniques, he just immediately started working on himself and started working with physical therapists. And he was because I immediately started and didn't just sit around doing nothing. I was able to recover a lot faster than intended.
Nice. But Luchasaurus comes out, takes out all the creepers like they're fucking putties from the Power Rangers.
Man, I can't wait for them to start making creeper masks.
Gets some good work in on Grayson as Evil Uno makes his escape, and the Jurassic Express stand tall in the ring, united once again as a family.
A single Dino Dad and his two hairy boys.
What a fantastic feel-good moment.
It was great. It was one of the pops of the night. It was just amazing.
Yeah, it was probably second only to the next segment where Chris Jericho comes down. He's talking about some things, some stuff. I don't exactly remember what.
Because that's not important. Because we hear a familiar theme song start to play. It's Cody's.
And we think, Cody's going to come and get his licks in. But nope. It's MJF fucking trolling the audience.
And he does the whole routine. He comes down to the ring and does the pump up like movement.
The waving to the crowd and yelling, come on, let's go.
Oh, man. And then he comes into the ring. And then we have what is probably the best promo off of wrestling this year.
The best promo off of AEW so far, at least. Basically, because during the media scrum after Full Gear, Chris Jericho got asked by a reporter, hey, MJF turned heel on Cody tonight. Do you want to see him join the Inner Circle? And Jericho was just kind of like, yeah, I don't really know what that guy's doing, but there's always room for one more. And so Jericho comes out or MJF comes out and he goes, so, hey, I heard that you want me to join the Inner Circle.
But then Chris Jericho says, I heard you might want to join the Inner Circle.
And personally, I just wanted to know who was on first. But
who's on first?
Yeah. But they go on for quite a little bit. And eventually it builds and builds and builds to a very
beautiful reference.
Little spot where they go, who's the biggest asshole in AEW? And you think they're both going to say each other's names, but they go, Cody Rhodes. And they laugh and they hug.
You do know what that's a reference to, right?
I know it's a reference to something. I couldn't place it.
3 years ago, to the day that was done, Chris Jericho did that same exact spot with Kevin Owens about Roman Reigns.
Oh my god.
Yep. So it was a beautiful little reference and homage. It was great.
Yeah.
But then one handsome ass man with a stitch above his eye, Cody Rhodes.
Look how they massacred my boy.
No. Look how my boy massacred my boy. He did it to himself.
Fair.
Unless you want to get pissed off at the ramp.
That ramp really needs to get in a fucking squash match already.
Biggest heel turn of the night, the ramp. But Cody comes out. Officials go like, hey, come on, don't do it. And
they
Cody
said
goes
on Twitter, he's not medically cleared.
So Cody goes like, all right, and just books it anyway and starts to go after him. And he starts beating. He starts trying. But then a certain figure pops up with a Burberry tie.
Wardlow has made his debut, and he kicks the crap out of Cody, gets him in the hangman spot with his tie. MJF grabs a mic, gets up next to Wardlow, and yells, I am the new face of AEW. They leave Cody gasping for breath on the outside and make their way to the back. And I'm guessing Wardlow is now MJF's cornerman, bodyguard, personal valet, lurch kind of shitter.
I'm happy for this. I'm glad about this. I just wish they repositioned the Wardlow promos a little bit closer to now so people would have Wardlow in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's just been a little bit too long.
Where the fuck did your lady friend go, Wardlow?
She was an escort for the night.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see Wardlow. He looks great.
Yeah, he fucking looks
AEW
like
needs a couple more big men. We have Luchasaurus, we have Evil Uno, we have Dustin in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
We just need a couple big dudes who be big, beefy bruisers.
We need big, beefy boys. Stop giving me this brawn food, Hunter. I need beefy boys.
It's just this time we have a well-balanced diet.
Yeah.
It's not just beef all the time. But oh boy, that was great. I can't wait to see what happens with Wardlow. Can't wait to see like a tag match, Wardlow and MJF versus fucking the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can just see the Young Bucks go like, we fucking knew you were a dick this whole time. Fuck you, fight us.
Yeah, and like that was gonna lead into my next thing is like, and I believe Dave Meltzer said this as well. I was kind of expecting throughout this whole promo, this whole thing of Cody getting beaten up. I'm like, okay, he's taking quite the beating. Where are the Bucks? I know Dustin's out on medical shit. Brandy's evil. Where's DDP? What's going on? And then after this segment, we go backstage and we find out that the Bucks are trying to get their licks in on Proud and Powerful, and they're just having a huge old backstage brawl. Lots of big jumpy spots. Fucking, I think it was Santana jumped off the top of a forklift.
Oh yeah.
One of the Bucks got put through a door which popped open to reveal Orange Cassidy just standing against a bathroom wall.
And then Santana goes like, okay, what the fuck? And slowly closes the door. It was great. Oh,
they went through, I don't want any of that thing.
The best thing, though, they went through catering, and they're just beating each other up and bashing at each other's tables. And in the distance, you just see Jon Moxley look up from his phone and goes back to his phone.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, what's going on over there? Oh, hey, Renee sent me a text. And then fucking they make their way out.
Oh no, Shooter sent me a text. Hope
yes,
you're doing good, Shooter.
But they make their way to the outside. They put one of the Bucks through the entrance ramp piece, like they did with Ricky Morton last week.
After doing an inner circle spray paint.
Mm-hmm. And fucking Brandon Cutler comes out with a bunch of security guys. He tries to get the thing shut down. He starts helping. I think it was Nick Jackson. And
then Ortiz goes like, all right, okay, cool. We understand. We'll stop. We went too far. And they start walking away. And the line of the goddamn night, Ortiz just looks back at Brandon Cutler and goes like, hey, Brandon, I lied!
Oh my god, I love that man so much. He's just perfect at working like that.
I just fucking love Ortiz. Genuinely, he is one of my favorite wrestlers. I love every moment he's on screen. I love it.
Yeah.
I can totally see him kind of becoming that t-shirt making machine like the New Day are.
Mm-hmm.
Just I can totally see an I lied shirt. I'm a genius.
The best. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. And I know probably nobody who works for AEW listens to this podcast. But if the Bucks make a Proud and Powerful shirt that is just their faces in like kind of a yelling pose, and then the best, I will buy that.
I can't wait for the day Ortiz goes into a singles run, and his entrance is just the best by Neil Cesarega.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know why he is just so top dollar to me. Like he is going to be one of those people that can just go on to the weird interviews and just entertain everybody and just really sell the AEW brand. But yeah. We have for the final thing of the night, we have a tag team defense with SCU and an undefeated tag team of Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho.
Yeah, really, really nice. Like they kind of pulled this out of left field,
but it totally makes sense.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you go, wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. They are undefeated.
Like, here's the thing. In WWE, they would have had one match and immediately have a title shot. Mm-hmm. Here, no, they've had a good couple matches, and you can look back and go like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It was so nice to see a stepdad and his sexy Spanish stepson just get along so well.
Yeah, they had a great little match. Lots of nice work there.
Sammy Guevara did most of it.
Yeah, there was a moment where he tagged in and he was like, "I've got this," and he pretty much had control from that point out.
It was a great moment because Jericho got knocked a little bit, and he just tags in and just like, "Hey, don't worry, relax a little. I got this, man."
He's so like it plays into Guevara's character so well because Guevara acts like this cool hot piece of shit, but at the end of the day, he's just so desperate to impress his boss so he can get ahead at work.
Yeah. And like there was just a beautiful moment that after like Guevara did like some high flying move, he just lands in this sexy man pose, and then Chris Jericho just leans over him, elbow like chin on his fist, and it's just like, you cheesy bastards.
Mm-hmm. But the match ended with Scorpio Sky getting the pin on Chris Jericho.
Oh my god.
Chris Jericho is no longer undefeated in AEW.
No longer undefeated, but also he got pinned by a man. He's the one who got pinned. He becomes apoplectic. He's pissing the storm all the way around, and now people are going like, wait, does Scorpio Sky get a title shot? Can that be a thing? And I'm hoping next week we get a promo of SCU going, hey, our boy Scorpio Sky, who saved the day in the tag team tournament, who helped us win these tag team titles, pinned Chris Jericho. He deserves a title shot. And then the week after, we get the main event, Chris Jericho versus Scorpio Sky.
God, I hope so. Because fucking, it would make so much damn sense. We've been talking about how impressive Scorpio Sky is. Everybody's been going like, where has Scorpio Sky been all my life? Ever since AEW started, it has been clear that he is going to have a great singles career in a couple of years. He is clearly going to be the breakout star of SCU. And they even set it up. They fucking set this up after All Out when Jericho was cutting his bubbly promo backstage as he's walking around doing that, where's my thank you, calling various people out. One of the things he said was, hey, Scorpio Sky, you're never getting this.
It would just be beautiful. And here's the thing. I wouldn't expect Scorpio Sky to win. I wouldn't expect that. As a fan, I'd be sad if Chris Jericho lost it still so soon. It still feels way too soon to take the belt off of Jericho. But I want to see Scorpio Sky go for it. It just makes a lot of sense to me.
I think since they didn't go for Cody, which everybody knows how hot I was on Cody, how much I wanted Cody to win. Honestly, I am okay with the outcome because of how much it does for future storylines going forward. Like if he had just lost clean, I would have been upset. But the fact that he lost and we had the heel turn makes me okay with it. I think in order to take the belt off of Jericho now, they have to get somebody to the level of hype that Cody was at during this feud who's not a member of the Elite.
Yeah.
They have to build a face from scratch in AEW in order to have somebody take that belt off of Jericho.
And right now, people I see are Scorpio Sky, Darby Allin, Jon Moxley. I can see that. But I feel like they may be wanting to avoid putting Moxley, Spears, or Jericho in an angle too soon because it may just feel like, oh, they're just putting WWE guys together.
Yeah.
You know? I'm trying to think of... Because everybody I'm thinking of is super wrapped up in the tag teams.
Yeah, like, a part of me wants to say Jungle Boy, but then it's also like, how would you build that? He doesn't talk?
And Luchasaurus would be fun to see, but, like, I'd rather him be the heavy guy of Jurassic Express.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, to be complete goofy goobers, we could just say Orange Cassidy, but honestly, that would be the wrong move right now.
Those kicks would end Jericho's career. Come on.
Yeah.
Those kicks would just too stiff for Jericho.
Yeah, right now it seems like Scorpio Sky or Darby Allin is the choice.
Or Jon Moxley, again. That's also a possibility. We also have Joey Janela, but he seems to be in his own little thing right now. Or, again, Cody has said we've only seen about 50% of the roster so far. They could have other people come in. Who knows? I don't. Or have Jericho have a very long title reign, go up against a bunch of people. Anthony Ogogo?
Fucking imagine if Brandon Cutler gets a comeback. Because he's been on a losing streak.
Oh,
imagine if he gets a win on Dark and then starts winning.
Fantasy booking. He gets starts getting a winning streak on Dark. He starts getting more and more, and he starts getting some big matches, and he starts being impressive. And it's like, oh shit, he's looking really good. He gets a really good win streak. He goes to management and says, "Hey, I've accumulated a good win streak. I'd like to be put in contention for the title." And they go like, "Okay, we'll see, and we'll see about this. We'll do it, and we'll give you a title shot." And he just goes the distance, and he puts Chris Jericho through his paces. Chris Jericho's like, I got this guy. He's just the guy who carries the camera for the Young Bucks. And and by the end of it, he's going like, fuck this guy. He is taking me to the limit. I would like Chris Jericho to win, but I would love just like fucking Brandon Cutler making a name for himself. Make yourself famous, kid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Also, they announced that they have their mid-card prize soon. Next week, we're going to be having a 12-man battle royale to decide the last two members who are going to have a final match to decide who is getting the diamond ring, is it?
Oh, that's the mid-card prize? I thought they were doing a belt and that was just going to be a one-off thing.
Here's the thing. Cody has said that they want to have a mid-card prize, but they don't want it to be a belt to lessen the prestige of having a title belt. And to me, it seems like a ring would be a really good replacement, or having it just be like a tournament trophy kind of thing every once in a while. It may not be like a transferable prize, but like every once in a while, they like once a year they do something like this, and this is just a quick version of it.
That would be pretty funny if like people start challenging for the ring, and then when they come, you know how people do the belt around the waist motion at the beginning of those matches? I would love to see people come out and do like the Green Lantern holding out the fist to shoot ring blast poses as like, I'm going to get the ring. I'm going to get the ring.
Or I would prefer, you know how the Four Horsemen held up the four fingers with the back of the hand? Do that, but would just keep the thumb out. It's like, I want that. I don't know. I'm excited to see it. I can't wait to see the tournament because, hey, it may also give us who are mid-card guys and our main event guys, depending on when they get knocked out of the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
It may give us a good like sense of the playing field a little bit more. Especially because it seems like a lot of the tag team title guys can also do some single stuff because we did have Trent go up against Pac. In a really good match. So who knows? We'll just see more and more as we go on.
Yeah, it's the thing that's exciting about AEW right now is it always feels like there's stuff happening, new stuff to learn. You know, I don't want to dunk on NXT, but I will admit it does feel like we've been doing kind of the same thing since TakeOver 25, with the exception of the Survivor Series build, which kind of came out of nowhere.
And it doesn't help that they're building up to Wargames, which they've done a good couple times already.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Wargames as much as anybody else, but...
Oh, it's literally my favorite match type.
Oh, yeah. And thank God Cody loves Wargames just as much as we do, and he's hyping it up, and oh, man. That's another thing I'm wondering about AEW is, like, I wonder when we're going to start getting more gimmick match types, like steel cage matches... Stuff like that.
We shall see. I hope I would like to see that happen. Don't overload it soon. For a match that needs it. And you know, people, including us, are already making tons of WCW comparisons. Guys, for the love of all that is good, stay away from Thing on a Pole matches.
Oh yeah, no. Ladder matches are nothing.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's another thing. I thought I had an idea. Cody, Bucks, if you hear this, I give you complete total rights and ownership of this idea. You can have it. I don't care. Basically, the Money in the Bank match is a brilliant match type because it can immediately make someone and put them in the contention, title contention, but not immediately. They can play some wiggle room and that kind of stuff. But just having it be a ladder match for a contract, that's really a ripoff. So here's an idea. A King of the Hill match. A 60-minute time limit. and the last person to have a pinfall victory or a submission victory at the end of 60 minutes is the winner.
Yeah, that could work.
So you can start off the match hot, and this person gets 1, 2, 3. This person gets 1, 2, 3, and you have like 5 people, and like, oh my god, who's gonna become the? And it doesn't matter who you pin; it can be pin anybody, or maybe it has to be the king. It has to be the king.
Yeah,
you have to pin the king. So everybody's a little hesitant to get that first pinfall victory, and you can ramp it up. It's beautiful. You can work a lot of different styles. You can work a lot of different ways.
Imagine the fun you can have with chicken shit heels getting the first pin and then just being chased around the ring.
Or imagine someone like Pac getting the first victory and everybody's scared shitless to try and tackle him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of things you can do. So again, if you ever hear this, I give you complete free reign and ownership of the idea. You can have it. It's okay. As long as if we ever make a wrestling promotion, we get to use it too.
Again, more wrestling companies playing nice with each other, please and thank you.
Yep. But that's an idea. Just a pitch. You can do it if you want. You don't have to. And there's a couple match types that from WWE that I would love to see like a variation of in AEW. Like, for all the shit we gave the last pay-per-view, the gimmick of Hell in a Cell is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Just a giant cage surrounding the ring in the last few feet. Like, it just looks amazing. It's great.
You can do whatever the fuck you want. You hurt the other person as much as you want. You make the audience go, oh yeah, what's happening? We're in out. Basically, you do the Moxley Omega thing, but with a cage.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know how you can do your own version of it AEW without looking like an immediate ripoff, but I'm just saying, figure it out. I'm okay with it. I don't know.
Somebody, I think it was Dave Meltzer, threw out he'd like to see MJF and Cody, now that they're in a feud, do a dog collar match.
Ooh, I haven't seen one of those in forever. That's keep that gimmick alive. That'd be a great way to like fuck with a chicken shit heel.
Yeah.
Now we're just in fantasy booking mode, and I think that's partially because we recorded this after the Analytical Fanboy episode where we talked about what WWE should do by Adam from What Culture.
It'll be coming out in a few weeks from this.
Yep. But in the meantime, that was it for Modular Media Wrestling Podcast. So how was this week of wrestling for you?
It was pretty fucking good. Like, I'll be honest, because of my new job, I wasn't able to watch and keep up with as much as I would have liked. Like, I watched the clips for NXT this week rather than watching the actual show. But everything I watched, I enjoyed quite a bit.
Yeah, I think this was great. And I love how we are enjoying wrestling again now that we've stopped watching Raw and SmackDown.
It's almost like those shows are cancer.
But that was pretty much it for this week. So why don't you give them your rub?
Hey everybody, I'm the Vacuuminator. I'm a YouTube boy. I make videos about toys that are for adults and feature swearing and mentioning of bodily parts not for children. Do not watch YouTube algorithm. Do not kill me.
You have turned into a robot.
Yep, that's the joke. That is the joke.
You are a joke.
Well, you're not wrong. But everybody should go check out my videos because they have good funny jokes in them and they're a good funny time. You can find me at youtube.com/thevacuuminator. I have a social media presence, Twitter @thevacuuminator, Instagram @thevacuuminator, and that's pretty much it.
Alrighty. I guess it's my turn to do my shit.
Yeah.
Alright. Bungle Riders, hot, radical new stuff. Right? You can find it right on YouTube. Anime, tokusatsu, comics, movies, it exists. I'll talk about it. A journey through culture where a world where corporations are even more overt with how much they control our lives. AIs are smarmy assholes and companies don't care how much you shit on them so long as they can make a buck. The future's a lot less bright than you thought. So tune in, drop out. Your life's not your own, so why bother? Engage with the content by subscribing on YouTube, following on Twitter and Instagram, and join the Discord server. Watch or else. So that was the end of Modular Media. And I don't know how to fucking end this. We don't have an ending.
Fucking subscribe.
Like, dislike, shit your pants.
I don't know, fucking post us to a podcast subreddit. That'd be nice.
You don't have to.
Yeah. Just like, if you enjoyed it and you feel like more people should be listening.
Yeah. Good shit.